Well, a couple of weeks ago, I did what I said a couple of months ago that I would never do again. I went back down into the canyon and walked on the old wagon road one more time. Now, I've known about the old road for better than 50 years, and I've also known about the wagons that were left on the old road. That was my secret fishing spot, and I walked that road many, many times and have now watched it almost disappear over the years. So I thought I was done climbing down into that canyon, since I have quite a few years under my belt, but my son saw one of the last Darchris episodes and showed a little interest in rooting around the old wrecks to see what he could find. So, I got myself pumped up enough to hit it one more time. But before heading down, I did a little studying and found there had been a freight road built in the 1860s that went through Sisters and down the other side of the Cascade, along the South Santiam River to Sweet Home. There's a lot of information about that old road, a ton of it, but not about the one I was on. I found at the Cascade crest, not far from a little seasonal lake called Fish Lake, a road forked off and wound up going down the North Santiam River to Staten. Lots of freight got hauled down that road until the mid-1920s, when the Marion Fire burned up a lot of timber and closed the old road for good. I believe that explains the old wagon remains I've found on the road. In one spot, there's at least 6 in 1/8 mile stretch. Heck, maybe they all got trapped by the fire, burned up. I don't know, but they're all still there. So that's where we're going. We made it to the usual parking place out in the Tuliwas and headed into the brush and down into the canyon. Well, Dustin brought my 2 grandkids, Samrud and Ana. But I didn't know if he'd briefed them about what the little walk down to the bottom of the canyon might be like. See how tough they are. I knew it was going to be rough. At least I knew it was going to be rough on me. But I wondered how the 2 city kids would do. Now, every time I've headed into the canyon, it seems I've taken a slightly different route. You just go whichever way looks easiest that day. So far, so good. The kids are making it down the hill like veterans without a complaint. But there's rougher country ahead. I know that. At last, we got to the bottom. Made it down to where the old bridge used to cross the Santiam, and that's where I first found evidence of wagons over 50 years ago. There were rims, brackets, tools, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I think this was found probably by Bobby Japp. He was the one guy that loved metal detecting, and I think quite probably he came up here and dug this up after I showed it to him in about '85. I've shown the place to several friends over the years, but only one that I know of ever ventured back. Like I say, if you want a souvenir, you can pack one out. But they're still here. This place has been hunted pretty good by someone looking for relics. You can carry that with you, Ana, if you want to. No. And there's undoubtedly a whole lot more of that kind of junk around here. Yeah. But this isn't where we found the treasure. It's in a place that nobody's found yet except me, as far as I know. Now, another 100 yards upriver, we came to what was left of the second wagon. It too had been hit with a metal detector by the scroungers.
Oh, I wonder what part of the wagon this was.
Yeah, this debris here obviously is the stuff that other people have been up and found.
Yeah.
Where we found the treasure is further away from here. I won't even say where. We headed on upstream where the secret wagons are. Now, the forest fire in 2020 that took out Detroit also came through here and changed things a bit.
Want to hear another fun fact about bears?
What's that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I do that a lot. Yeah. I'll just let you watch these poor kids make their way upstream for a while. That's good for a laugh. I've always said it's rough, and it is. All you can do is keep on keeping on, as they say. Just keep plowing through the brush. And here's a couple of old friends. They've always been here. One of them's labeled horse medicine and has an 1868 date embossed on it. But onward we go. Then we finally get to the first secret wagon. Okay, here's a new wagon I found in July. Total surprise to me. We'll just mess around here and see if we can find anything of interest. What'd you find?
This.
Huh, good job. I don't know what it is. That's probably the first one of those you've ever had. Good job. Well, you got a nice long one there, Dustin.
Yes.
Anna's got something, I don't know what. A thing. Yeah, just poke around and see what you can find. What have you got there now?
I think I saw one of these earlier. I'm not a wagon expert, so I don't know what these are, but...
Well, his wagon didn't go very well after this place. I don't think it went anywhere from here. This was its end of the road.
Went from wagon to wagon.
Lots of ironwork. Okay, what is this?
I think it's old-fashioned shocks. Or a strut.
That's a bow. Like, bow and arrow.
It's different.
They use it to shoot the wagons to, like, put lasers on the wagons to make them go really fast. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, well, like I say, it's interesting. Way to go, Hannah. Did good there holding that up. Now you can return it to the earth from which it came. Okay, wow, shame on me. I walked right past this wagon the last time I was here. Never knew it was there. What the heck, we'll check it out. But you see that looks like a wagon wheel right there in the dirt.
Right.
Go excavate it.
Okay.
But this isn't the one I found. This is another one.
Oh.
And here we can just see a little piece of a huge old rim that's mostly buried, but the boys are going to dig it out for the fun of it. Well, I guess it's going to be more fun than climbing out of here, I can tell you that. I guess a guy with a metal detector could hit this area and maybe come up with something, but we're not going to do that today. I can see one problem with this. It's got a tree in the middle.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a dandy. Probably nobody has seen that wagon rim for 100 years. You're the first people to see it in that length of time. Probably. Real close to that. Sweet.
Oh well. Just leave it in its natural habitat, I guess.
Let's head on up the road.
Yeah, like I said, you're not going to carry it out.
Still have my water bottle?
Okay. This one I did find last time. Same story, I suppose. If you had a metal detector, who knows?
What is that for? Wagon expert. And where do you say this railway went from Salem to where? It's a little fishing.
Yeah, you look at all of this stuff above ground, and you really wonder what's just buried beneath the surface that you can't see. That's the interesting part. Now, before we hit the honey spot and scrounge around for free money, we'll cool off and see if we can find a fish or two. Yeah, the old doggies do get a bit warm clomping around through the brush like we've been doing. Dustin put his rod together and he's getting Samrud going. Well, the lad did catch a fish, but I was occupied in the brush at the time and didn't get to film it, so now Ana's going to give it a try. Well, good for her. She did get a nice little native rainbow. Way to go, Ana. Okay, now time to go to work. Samrud got first shift.
Well, that's the spot. I can't tell you where to go, but wherever feels good.
Just keep digging.
Feels like a lot of rock.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think one spot's any better than any other. Just wherever feels right.
be your turn to dig next, I guess. See who's going to be on the second shift. There's no guarantee you find anything.
What kind of treasures are we talking about? I mean, we already found a bunch of wagon parts, so.
What, wagon parts?
You can't get discouraged. You just have to keep scrounging. Yeah, you just got to keep looking.
Sure about this? Sure
No.
Found stuff here?
No, I'm not sure about anything. That's the problem. Well, there may not be anything left. There's no guarantee, and that's the whole deal. It just... At least you caught a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah, just keep scrounging around.
Alright. Well, dragonfly. No, I mean, you want to get it caught?
What'd you get?
Found something?
What is that?
1886.
What? Look, show it to me. What is it?
Coin.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's a good start.
Let's see that one.
1886 it says. Hold on, let me keep trying around here.
Okay. Oh, I think it's New Orleans. It's an O-mint mark.
How many monkeys jumping on the bed does it take for them to break their head? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything there.
You didn't find another, did you?
There we go.
What'd you get?
Sweet.
Let's see.
Wow.
1898.
You found that?
Yeah.
You're hot. Keep it working.
Wow, that looks really nice.
Wonder if this came from those people on the wagon trail. It's around the same time period, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late 1880s, 1890s.
I don't know. What's the date on that?
98.
This is...
Yeah, just flip up rocks and dig around underneath them and move stuff. Try to find something new place. Maybe there's still another somewhere. What? You got one? Way to go! Way to go!
Did you find one too?
Yeah, I found one.
I wonder if there's like an old bank wagon or something.
Huh.
Taking silver dollars to the bank. Crashed off the side here.
We'll never know.
I don't know. Let me see. Oh. 1887.
It's almost brand new.
It looks like it, yeah. Not much wear. Very easy to read. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Must have been in there a long time. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know either.
Wow, 3 coins in an hour? That ain't too bad. But it is time to think about heading back, I guess. So
You know, the thing,
pack up, we'll head out.
the thing is, when people that know me ask, did you really find those coins up there? Mm-hmm. I tell them no.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to drag somebody down into this canyon and not find anything.
Right.
But you guys are up to almost $1 an hour in labor.
Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, wow. Pretty cool.
Okay.
It's time to head back, and that means up. And up keeps getting harder and harder for me. Well, I guess they all adapted well enough to the hiking business. But they're only gonna beat me by 15 minutes or so. If I make it out at all. Well, I did make it out. Barely. It's been a treasure in more ways than one to know this spot along the old Santiam for the last 50 plus years. I've caught hundreds of trout and even a few whitefish from this stretch of river. I've found a lot of curiosities on the old road, and yeah, even a couple of dozen old coins at 2 different wagon sites. Well, if you count the Indian head penny and the putty knife I found at the 3rd site, that raises the total a little bit. But now I'm done. It's been fun. Bye.